Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Monday, February 5th. Got rain and snow continuing each day throughout the work week as our active weather pattern continues. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today. A large Pacific system is going to bring widespread rain and snow across all of the west. What that means for us is precipitation chances each day with some moderate to heavy snow at times, especially this morning as a warm front lifts north through the region. A series of systems will move in later this week. That'll keep precipitation chances going, again trending lighter than what we're going to see early on in the week, at least with the forecast right now. We're going to see more snow than rain as we get some cooler temperatures building in later in the week. So again, across our lowest elevations, rain-snow mix certainly to start and during those afternoon hours for just about everybody, but certainly trending cooler later in the week. We're going to be turning drier, potentially this weekend into next week, as a ridge of high pressure builds in from the Pacific. So we're keeping an eye on potentially some return to some drier conditions heading into that later part of this week into early next week. A look at satellite for you this morning again shows that low pressure system off the coast of Northern California, bringing some atmospheric river moisture into the Southern California region. This moisture is streamlining up into our area. Again, warm front lifting north this morning. We'll bring in some warmer temperatures, and as far as precipitation goes, a mix of that rain and snow. But overall, we'll see that decrease in activity during those overnight hours tonight before ramping back up for Tuesday morning into Wednesday. Another round of moisture moving in. And look at the bigger picture for you again. So low pressure there, a kind of slow moving system as it slowly but surely works east through our area. So that'll keep precip chances going each and every day with, again, that high pressure to our west, some potentially drier conditions, bringing that into the area later in the week into next week. Weather Scott, look for your next 5 days. Certainly if you're headed out there this morning and you're anywhere in the eastern highlands, Lost River area, Wood River Valley area, heading up into the Sawtooths, it's going to be lots of winter travel conditions out there. We're looking at webcams, very low grip levels, pretty decent snow on the roads, so certainly keep that in mind headed out the door this morning. Seeing that rain-snow mix down here in Pocatello, currently 39 and raining here at the airport. For Tuesday, we're going to see that rain and snow continue. Again, a brief break during those overnight hours, some isolated showers continuing ahead of a ramp up, especially up into central and eastern Idaho for Tuesday. For Wednesday, we'll see best chances for snow shift south and east, but overall snow across the board, of which will continue into Thursday and Friday, again trending lighter in nature. Temperatures today are going to start off the day on the warmer side of things, especially further south, again keeping that rain going. But 20s and 30s in the morning, coldest areas in the teens, with afternoon highs upper 30s to low 50s. And I'll get to these snowfall amounts here in just one moment. Thought I'd open up with the radar here. So as you can see, this is what the current radar imagery looks like in our area. Again, widespread precipitation across that area. But overall, you can see that rain-snow line pretty well developed into the Pocatello-Burley corridor this morning. Again, where that downsloping has occurred, we had some gusty winds early on this morning. Did see some drier conditions, but overall, just seeing some rain showers continue across the I-86, 84 corridors. But as you can see, where we have some of our winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, should be staying all snow throughout the day today. Not expecting too much of a rain mix up into that area. And with respect to timing wise, I'll start you off at 6 a.m. this morning. Again, seeing that rain snow mix again showing up with radar. This model here is doing a pretty nice job of being able to show that. So we'll take that through this morning. Drier conditions building in further south and west, but overall, central eastern Idaho will keep the rain snow going into this afternoon, if not seeing that rain increase in coverage. So overall, warmer temperatures will support those afternoon highs, again pushing well above freezing for some and supporting that mix of some rain and snow. But as we head into tonight, so Monday night into Tuesday, overall see that rain and snow continue during the overnight hours. Best chances for some more moderate snow up towards Montana. But overall for Tuesday, we'll see that again ramp up as the best chances for moisture shift out of the southeast and head further back into the central mountains for Tuesday morning. That'll continue throughout the day as we see some more widespread precipitation build into the area. So we will see some periods of dry times certainly this week, but overall pretty active weather. It'll probably be raining or snowing somewhere in southeast Idaho over the next 5 days. But heading into Tuesday afternoon as well, seeing some widespread snow across central Idaho, mix of rain and snow in the Snake Plain, and especially as you get south and east as well, keep it with those warmer temperatures. And speaking of snowfall amounts today, this is taking into account the early this morning all the way through tonight. So again, some of this has already fallen. We're seeing reports in the Sun Valley area already about 4 inches, top of Baldy pushing 5-6 inches already. So certainly with that snow, we're going to continue to see that impacts, especially up into central Idaho along the Montana Divide. And as you're headed over Teton Pass into Wyoming, but overall looking at the Arco Mud Lake Desert up towards Du Bois, southern central mountains up towards the Montana Divide, is that where we're expecting the most impacts this morning. That'll continue into this afternoon as well. As far as snow levels go, seeing that rain-snow mix cutting into snow totals in the lower valleys, but overall generally about 1 to 3 inches in Idaho Falls, Rexburg up to Ashton, with a little bit less as you head further south. Certainly some decent snow in the mountains south of the Snake Plain. Wind gusts this morning were a bit breezy. We saw some gusts in town in Pocatello pushing 45 miles an hour this morning, but overall those have begun to trend back down, so we're expecting wind gusts maybe 20 to 35 miles an hour locally, but overall wind will not be as much of a factor with this, but certainly keep in mind some patchy areas of blowing and drifting snow where some of those winds remain elevated. By Monday night tonight, so we're going to see that dropping for tonight, so as far as wind gusts go, should be trending quieter heading into Tuesday. Speaking of Tuesday, you got temperatures in the morning for you, teens, 20s, and 30s across the board. Afternoon highs still comfortable in the mid-30s to upper 40s. And snowfall amounts on Tuesday, again, we were talking that best chances for moisture shifting into the central mountains, and that's well evident here, showing about 1 to 4 inches of snow in the Woodruff Valley area, out towards Craters, Arco, Mackey, Spencer, and Island Park. So overall favoring pretty similar area to what we saw today, just not as much of an impact on the Snake Plain as with these warmer temperatures in place. Seeing that rain-snow mix, but overall can't rule out some light snow just about everywhere for your Tuesday. And for Wednesday, a mild morning further south, teens and 20s further north, but afternoon highs starting to cool down just a little bit, 30s and 40s across the board. You're expecting this to trend at least more of that rain-snow mix, decreasing in coverage for midweek. Snowfall amounts on Wednesday reflect this fairly well, so again, falling snow levels for the midweek time frame. Keep an eye on those temperatures for you over the next couple of days, but overall looking at about 1 to 3 inches in the valleys, locally higher totals as you get into the mountains for your Wednesday, particularly in the Bear River Range. And here's a look at those totals for you. Again, so Sunday, it's a late Sunday night into Wednesday. So overall, just a little bit at a time, more moderate to heavy this morning. But over time, you can see how we get some pretty decent snowfall accumulations where the rain may or may not come into play and melt some of it at times. But overall, looking at a pretty good widespread 8 to 12 inches upper into the central mountains and southern central mountains. Lighter totals further north, but some considerable snowfall up towards Spencer, Island Park, down into the Tetons. A little bit lighter totals as you get into the Magic Valley and lower Snake Plain, south into Utah. But overall, still keeping with some more moderate to heavy mountain snow at times through Wednesday. Temperatures on your Thursday, cool morning further north, single digits and teens, overall 20s and 30s. Afternoon highs, keep it with that cool, more seasonable trend. Afternoon highs, 20s to the upper 30s. And for Thursday, we'll keep some snow going in the area. Again, decreasing in coverage. At this point, we're still keeping an eye on where that moisture is exactly going to be setting up later in the week, but overall trending down from what we're going to see at least early on. So at least maybe a trace to a couple inches in the Snake Plain, but maybe a little bit higher as you get east of I-15. And for your Friday, another cool morning across the board, single digits and teens, warmest areas in the 20s, with afternoon highs in the 20s to upper 30s. And for Friday, we'll keep some snow chances going. Again, don't get too focused on the specific amounts at this point, but overall just some light snowfall, maybe a trace to a couple inches, a little bit higher south of the Snake Plain. And to look at what's to come, so again, that 6 to 10 day period will keep us in that near normal favored precipitation trend during that same time frame, but we are expecting the at least potential for some high pressure building in later in the week into next week. That could help us bring in some drier conditions to our region. With respect to temperature-wise, we'll keep things at least near normal to below normal here in the Rocky Mountains. So overall, keeping with that trend up into our region, slightly above normal temperatures along the Pacific coast, but well above normal temperatures continuing as we go further east. 8 to 14, again, speaking of that high pressure I was talking about, we're going to have that increase in confidence for some more leaning below normal precipitation heading through that February 12th through 18th time frame. And with respect to temperature-wise, we should keep things kind of near normal. So what that means, 20s, 30s for afternoon highs, warmest areas in the low 40s, but at least keeping with a slight chance for some above normal temperatures to our west along the Pacific coast. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Monday and stay safe out there.